Oh, preparing to live stream. See, I had more time.
You did.
Jeez. All right.
Kevin will be about 10 minutes late. He said.
We're preparing to live stream. See, I had more time. You did.
We're live. How about that delay?
Welcome, everyone. This is the regular monthly board meeting for the Tioga County Industrial Development Agency. It is Wednesday, March 1st, 2023 at 4:31 p.m. The meeting is hereby called to order. Christine, could we do a roll call, please?
Jen Chegarelli.
Yes.
Kevin Gillette. Tracy Manell.
Yeah.
Don Ward.
Yes.
Eric North.
Yes.
Mayor Townsend.
Yes.
And Mike Stabber is excused. Kevin Sandler.
All right. We have no privilege of the floor this evening. The first thing that I would like to address is a motion, please, to approve the February meeting minutes. Thank you. Could I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Moving on to the financials. John, do you have any comments?
Not Christine. I talked about some minor things, but another.
Anything, Christine? No. She says she doesn't have anything to talk about. All right.
They're minor things.
I will entertain a motion to acknowledge the financials, please.
Motion.
Thank you. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. And we have Leanne Tinney with us tonight. Yay. Leanne, you want to go through your report? Sure.
So from Economic Development and Community Development, Village of Owego DRI administration is ongoing. We did put out a second call for projects. Those applications are due by March 10th. We seem to be getting some pretty good interest in the roof. This about 650,000 that's available to try and put out there again. So Megan and Brittany have been managing that. New York Main Street, so waiting on the final village sign off. Did that come yet? Megan, do we know?
We're waiting on his one report now,
Okay, so
but we did get the stuff.
we did. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're down to the very final paperwork on that. And the Main Street, North Avenue Main Street will be completed. Again, Megan and Brittany working on that, and they've done a really good job with that. Neighborhood Depot, the Racker project, the demo and construction bids have been received. Demo bids came in right about what we were anticipating. Construction bids came in significantly over 800 to $1 million over what they were anticipating in construction. So Racker is going back to the drawing board and reaching out and looking for additional funds to help fill that gap.
That's a heck of a gap.
Yeah, it's a big gap, but they were having a meeting with one of their sources today. So I'll check in with Bob Brazil tomorrow and see how that conversation went.
What was the total cost of that project originally? When they looked at?
I don't know that number. All I know is it came over. Came over. Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like a $5 or $6 million
Yeah.
project.
Yeah, it's been $1 million over the other 20% over.
I think
Yeah.
that I was gonna think was about
Yeah.
20%.
It's not unheard of these days, though.
No.
Was that do you know if that was a bid or were they looking at other ways to do that? Was that a bid?
It was a bit.
Okay.
So we'll see what comes of that. They have some ideas, so we'll help them however we can there. Owego Gardens, the county did approve accepting Belmont Lockwood Lane. So that is moving forward. And I was able to go up Monday and have a tour of the townhouses and the apartment building. And the townhouses are complete and they are absolutely beautiful. They're in the process of vetting right now. They received 175 applications for 93 units. So they're in the process of vetting right now, although they expect that they'll have, hopefully they're going to be having people moving in this week, starting moving in this week. So
The mailboxes out front.
they do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very, very nice. They're gonna have a ribbon cutting event, but not yet. They'll let us know when they're gonna do that. Village of Candor, New York Main Street, that project is ongoing. Megan is overseeing that and doing a good job.
You can talk about Waverly.
Oh, yeah, how did I miss that one? I still
Don't forget
remember
Waverly.
it.
Yes, it is.
Didn't we had a nice little party with the governor. Village of Waverly, New York Forward, that's the, if you will, mini DRI. 4.5 million was awarded, so congratulations, Village of Waverly, and we're going to be assisting them through that process. Thank you, Dr. Knowles, for your involvement in this far, and we've got a little work ahead of us.
I was just the eye candy, that's all.
Pretty hurt now.
So yeah, we were pretty thrilled about that.
Now.
That was a really great event.
Just Eric talking about being the eye candy.
Village- We say eye candy and Kevin was.
Yeah.
So just, Village of Waverly was awarded the 4.5 million for the New York Forward downtown revitalization.
Nice.
Yeah. Town of Nichols broadband fiber build out is ongoing. Going great. We're signed up. I'm very pleased. Moving right along. Town of Weeville still exploring the possibility of partnering with Southern Tier Network to do a broadband build out on the south side. They wanted to do some work before survey work and all that, so they're working on that. Snowmobile grants, administration is ongoing, Leadership Tioga. 2023 classes have begun, a nice class. We did partner with the Chamber on an economic forum event that was held at the Terracotta Old Treadway, very well attended. There was 3 very, very good speakers, I thought. And a couple of little glitches along the way, but for the most part, I think it was a really nice event, and Sabrina did a good job. And
It was very well done. It was a little dry for me, but
we had
it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Some parts were, yeah. I enjoyed it very much.
the speakers from the Department of Labor talked about employment trends and also what the midterm elections meant to are going to mean to us. So it was very interesting, I thought. She did a good job. Planning, there were 2 cases reviewed, one from the town of Richford, a solar energy generating systems law that Elaine helped Richard put together. And that was recommended for approval. And then also in the town of Owego, site plan review for Parkway Produce. An applicant who is going to establish and operate a produce stand on Route 434. That was recommended for approval as well.
Is that a fixed building or is that?
No,
Where's it gonna be on 434? You don't know?
no.
Interesting.
No, should give me an address. ARC grant request for the updated countywide strategic plan. We have received a verbal approval on and working on putting an RFP together for that. Hazard mitigation plan update RFP is issued. They actually chose, they've selected one of the applicants to take that forward, Barton and Lagusi. I don't know how you say the last part of it. Lagusi. Anyway. So that will move forward now as well. That's required every, I don't know, 4 or 5 years that the hazard mitigation plan has to be updated. So Elaine Jardine is leading both of those plan updates. Workforce development, continuing, John's doing a good job continuing his collaborations with schools, BOCES, and businesses. We did have the job fair in partnership with Waverly Central School today, very well attended. Again, the room was full, 109 businesses there, incredible. And the school and the students in particular did a really good job putting that all together. It's really neat about that particular event is that the students are very involved in planning for and setting up and running the event, feeding the people, everything. And they did an outstanding job. So that was
Don't
Really good
read or
job.
write very well, so they have some skills, that's it.
Stop.
Land Bank, Providence Housing, Temple, Liberty Street project, still awaiting a land appraisal, see where that's gonna go, hopefully. That will move forward, we'll see.
What is it? Was that appraisal of the whole parcel or
There's
not individuals?
no. Some discussion on the value there and what Providence wants to pay versus what we think they should pay, and how that goes. So, yeah,
Can be a challenging sign.
yes.
Counts around here for anything commercial that I can. Let alone big plot of vacant land in the village.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll find a
Oh,
plethora
oh, yeah, oh,
that have
yeah.
sold in the last 3-4 years.
Wow. Look out there. Well, anger accident right there. Picking up the big word there.
We glad District Health Rehabilitation Project is moving along nicely over here.
What is that?
That is where the land bank obtained the property on Liberty Street, a building on Liberty Street. And they're partnering with the school district for the students to come in and actually do the rehabilitation of them.
And it's looking
Mike
great.
Haley's running it, ramrodding that out.
I'm sure that my grandson's involved in it.
Yeah, probably gonna have to wrestle.
Yeah.
Is that the second one that they've done?
That's the first one. They're looking at another one. North Valley has expressed an interest as well. So they're starting kind of conversations with North Valley to see if they want to do something similar.
It looks great.
Didn't they do one? Good job.
For the
Did a
students?
tiny house, didn't they?
Oh, not with the land bank. Yes,
Yes,
they did.
they
The
did their own,
students
yeah.
did their own. This is a
Oh.
partnership with the land bank.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
could have been another project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regional Council, next round of Empire State Development Capital Grants are due by April 14th, and we have a couple of potential applicants we're working with. We'll see if they go forward or not.
Awesome.
Does it feel like, county get like $6 million or $7 million for upgrading the communication systems?
Yes.
6 million.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that at the emergency service thing for years.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Finally, I finally came through that. They've been waiting on
We've
it for a
been,
while.
we've been hoping.
Yeah.
It's like we finally did it.
Thank
Yep.
you.
You're welcome.
What you got, Christine?
So WeGo Gardens 2, we had a meeting yesterday with Veolia, Fagan and myself going over developer agreement finalization. It's looking like our refund will be upwards of 400,000, so that's higher than the original 270K estimate we had before, so that's great news. They are reimbursing for the meter pit relocation, so that's also great news. And it's just a matter of a couple final agreements between the two engineers and their final figures, and that should be wrapped up. The cost spreadsheet has the February payments highlighted, so we we dispersed the 40,000 to Fagan as approved last month. And this 8,000 was the final payment to IK Systems for installing the security system, so they're paid in full, and we don't have that much remaining. Just Robinson's final work when they come back in the spring. And what's this? I don't know. Some Suez money, I guess.
What are they doing in the spring?
Robinson has to come back, basically just finish up site work remediation. And I believe that's all they have left to do. Just spruce it up a bit, unless I'm forgetting something.
It's been a miserable year. Celebration. Really? They don't ever freeze. Yeah.
So that's all I have really. A WeGo Gardens 2 project as a whole has been relatively quiet lately. About done.
Wow.
So it's been-
That's the first time.
That's
In
be
this
in here next
meeting,
time.
anybody said that in a long,
I don't
long,
even
long.
wanna think it.
Yeah.
We should take a picture of the 400,000 we're gonna get instead of 200 and send it to Aaron. It's all because of him. Just because you left, look what we did.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any committee reports.
No, just the finance committee.
Oh, authorized
Reporting.
signers, yeah.
Yeah, we need to remove Aaron and add. a
It's
new
not yet
signer.
yet.
So both Mary and John are willing. As far as I'm concerned, Mary or John would be great. Thanks for both being willing, so. Doesn't matter.
Hey, both, you from here, I was most of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the annex building, so I can pop over here pretty easily. But I mean, how often would you need me to be signing stuff?
Not very often, because there's also Marty's in the building and she's a signer, Jen's a signer right now.
Oh, okay, so
So,
it's like in case the 3 other people are not available.
Right.
pretty much.
Mary signs
Pretty much.
it.
A lot of practice.
Likely, yeah,
Right, right.
because I'm here a lot, so.
It's not a bad thing being the last choice.
Pretty much. So recommending approval for Mary to be added to our sign.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Do I abstain from that or does it just not matter?
All you need to do is just write your name.
It's one of those you really didn't have a choice. Yeah.
Not one.
Well, you have to have her sign the cards, right?
Have to bring around.
Yeah, yeah.
Signature.
Okay,
Do I have to do that at the bank?
I'll come to you.
Oh, okay.
But everybody else has to sign it too, right?
Just, yeah, all the signers.
Right.
Oh, okay. Might not at the same time necessarily.
Yeah, I'll bring it around. I'll catch up with you on something.
Hey, would you be willing to do this? And I said, sure. Yeah, I remember what it was.
Don't sign up for stuff.
That's probably why I got an email saying that I'm giving a talk at 7:30 in the morning.
I'll teach you.
Early next week. That was supposed to be you probably.
Never at all.
Uh-huh.
Am I right?
I heard that.
What else you got?
So, finance committee just advising we cashed in 3 CDs and are turning them into new CDs at community bank for better rates.
You couldn't remember.
And that's it as far as committee report.
You needed something, you said you had to put together a doc for that or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on a letterhead. to bring it to you.
Sure.
I'm gonna prepare it.
Okay.
And
Anything about pilot updates? We have a resolution.
we do.
Yeah.
So sales tax exemptions are all within authorized limits, continuing to report. We have a Best Buy resolution for this evening proposing you approve the moving over of 20% annually over 5 years to the taxable roll. We did run into a bit of pushback from Best Buy. We're not sure if they're actually going to agree to this or not. But we're hoping that you'll approve tonight and we'll have this in case they do.
Okay.
So-
Why was there, what's the problem?
What's the
Do you talk
pushback?
to them?
Their big problem is compliance. They're concerned, they don't want to do any. They don't want to be provided employment reports and all of that. They figure it's quite an expense for them and they don't want to take it in. Wouldn't that summarize
Yeah.
what their main objection?
So, because the pilot's over, they don't have to do those reports anymore. But if we do this, then they have to start doing them again? Yeah.
Well-
Is there any way for us to
No.
get around that? Come on, Joe.
Well,
Think of something.
what I'm saying is maybe we ought to discuss it in executive session.
Okay,
It would be the guts of the new agreement.
okay.
We can do that. Let's save it for later.
Sure.
You need a motion to approve this resolution in case Best Buy is on board.
Oh, we're gonna go into executive session.
Okay, we'll come back to it. Okay.
We can vote on it afterwards, absolutely.
Hold on after we hear what it's all about.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Sorry. No new updates on grants. Everything is still as reported last month. So this is a very short agenda. That's all I have.
All right, seeking a motion to move into executive session, please.
Make that motion.
How about a second?
Second.
All in favor?